Hi, this is Beverly Mahone, your communications and vocabulary coach, here to talk to you today about communicating with loved ones during the holidays. Yes, it's that time of year. This is when we either travel to be with family members or we become the host of loved ones who come to visit us. And although we all love celebrating this time of year, we also know that it comes with added stress in dealing with certain family members. That's why communication etiquette is so important. Knowing what or what not to say and how to communicate effectively without hurting someone's feelings, or worse yet, having your own feelings trampled on, will spare you from the "I can't wait until they leave" attitude. So here are some tips on putting your best words forward this holiday. If you know you're going to be around someone who is likely to get on your last nerve, who is Mr. or Miss Negativity in the family, never has a kind word to say about anybody, and they do it every single year, then you need to prepare yourself in advance. If you know it's coming, just prepare yourself. You have to know what your trigger points are and be honest with yourself about it. If you've picked up weight and you are self-conscious about your weight and you know you're self-conscious about it and you know they're going to call you out on it, then you need to deal with that internally. What you do not do is you do not fight fire with fire. So if someone is talking about, oh my God, how much weight have you picked up since I last saw you? Well, I've picked up a few pounds, but I'm working on it. As opposed to saying, well, you don't look like you've lost any weight since I last saw you either. So you see, you're adding fuel to a fire, and then all of a sudden it just becomes negative back and forth and back and forth. Now, some family members are able to laugh it off and move on. But if you are trying to just enjoy a nice, relaxing holiday weekend or week with the family, you don't need that type of negativity. And then we have those family members who, want to know, when are you going to find a husband? When are you going to give us some grandchildren? When are you going to get a new job? When are you going to buy a house? When is this? When is that? When is this? Yes, it will come. But once again, if you know what your trigger points are, you will be able to respond accordingly and with grace. Now, if you are the only college graduate in your family, don't try to impress everybody with your $100 words and your college degree in engineering or psychotherapy. Because once again, remember, this is supposed to be a relaxing time for family. If they ask you about, something in your field and you can give them information, then that's wonderful. But don't give them unsolicited information to impress them with how much education you have, because that really is a turnoff. And they'll be talking about you long after the holiday season, that's for sure. All right, so remember these things. Think before you speak. If you can't say something nice, what does Mother always say? Don't say anything at all. And if you can't be kind, be quiet. All right, this has been Beverly Mahone, your communications and vocabulary coach, with some tips on communicating with family members during the holiday season. Remember this: you have gifts to give the world, so find your voice and prosper. And here's to your speaking success.